Damn.
Damn. Damn. Is this the
Damn.
first damn of the
This is the first damn
season?
of the
This is our first damn
year.
of the season, man.
For those of you who are new, we usually go damn when there's
Damn.
an absolute beatdown in the game that we're recapping to the point where
Yep.
we hit record before the game even ends. They're still playing.
Yeah, they're still playing. There's right now. There's technically 5 minutes left, so anything can happen. But right now,
Yeah, okay.
but right now, damn.
Let's go to the box score. We do have a box score.
kinda
The
have a
Thunder
box
beat
score.
the Warriors a lot to a little. SGA with 28 and 12. Chet Holmgren, 23 points, 11 rebounds, 9 for 9 from the field. Perfect night.
Ballin'.
AJ Mitchell, when I did this box score, was still balling, so I couldn't put out whole stats for the Warriors. Steph Curry, Curry had 11 points. 4-13 shooting. Jimmy Butler 12 points. Jonathan Kuminga 13 points. The Thunder improved to 11-1. The Warriors are now 6-6. Listen, man, I'm going to just – there's not much to talk about here. This is the game that we chose to recap. This was the most important game of the night, we felt, and we were going to do a recap of it no matter what. Also, stay tuned for Dime After Dark. We are going live after Nuggets Kings, so if you are a Thunder fan and want to talk more about this game, join us in the live. We'll be going live right after the second game of the night of the Peacock schedule slate. Okay, this game was competitive for about 10 minutes.
Like
And that was it. I mean, the Warriors, were turning the Thunder over early, getting fast break points in transition. I thought the Thunder played good transition defense nonetheless, even though the Warriors were scoring on some fast breaks here and there. But outside of that, man, I have nothing positive to say about the Golden State Warriors. They got their asses handed to them today, man. I mean, the Thunder defense. It was a defensive clinic to me. I mean, obviously offensively too, the Warriors had no answers. They went zone. They had Draymond like in this 2-3 zone, and they had Draymond like in the middle, and he was kind of playing like this like safety where he would like overhelp on things, and like he was being really aggressive. And whether it was Chet getting in the paint or Isaiah getting easy layups or offensive rebounds, kickouts for threes, or them getting into the paint and kicking for three, everything was just working for the Thunder today. The Warriors had no answers whatsoever for the Thunder's offense. And then on the defensive side, Cason Wallace, I got to shout him out. I mean, he's not in the box score. I mean, I don't even know what his stats were. I'm going to check out his stats right now. Let me see. Cason Wallace had 3 points, 1 of 5 shooting, but when he was on the floor, was guarding Steph Curry and was chasing him around like an absolute madman, making his life as difficult as possible. They weren't switching on much. And when they did switch with Cason and Steph, it was someone like AJ Mitchell who forced a bad 3 on Steph Curry. Just an absolute defensive masterclass from the Thunder. When Curry was off the floor, they went zone. Warriors had no answer for that as well. The Thunder are such an interesting team, and they're so good because they could switch everything on the perimeter if they need to. Like even if they're in a zone or man-to-man or a matchup zone, they have the ability to switch on any guard that goes to them or any center or forward. It was a defensive masterclass to me. I was really impressed with their offense too, especially SGA. Their offense looks best to me when SGA is willing to give up the ball early and he doesn't look for his shot. He's kind of like, okay, I see the hole in the zone. I'm going to get the ball there and we're going to run some type of offense. He did that today. Everything looked fluid. It was just from late first quarter on, from when I forgot who took the 3. Someone got foul taking a 3. From that moment on, it was just an absolute blowout in the form of the Thunder kicking the crap out of the Golden State Warriors. I really don't know what else to say about it except for the fact that I was really looking forward to this game. The Warriors have been in the power rankings. They were a team that I was really high on, a team that I think can go to the Western Conference Finals. And if this is going to be the Western Conference Finals, I hope it's not like this because this was an absolute beatdown. They just made Steph's life a living hell today, specifically Cason Wallace. I'm going to give him the game ball, even though the stats don't really show anything on the box score.
Full disclosure, I missed most of the first quarter.
You missed the game.
So the part that Josh was talking about being competitive, I missed that part. When I turned it on, I was like, oh, the Thunder are doing the Thunder thing again. This is not fair.
They didn't wait this time. It was just kind of like
Usually I was running late, so I was like, okay. I was kind of checking the score. I'm like, okay, it might be a close game, and maybe the third quarter I'll see who's gonna. Figure it.
Yeah.
No. I felt like it was over by halftime. And also them doing this without Lou Dort, who is known as the perimeter defender, even though they have a plethora.
Yeah.
Clearly, very unfair, like you said. Cason Wallace.
Cason Wallace doesn't even start for them.
He does now. So
no, I'm just saying. Like, when he's fully healthy.
Yeah, when he's fully healthy, right? I at this point, I don't know who even starts for. Like, I don't even know. I
Yeah.
don't know because you know what? Like, I don't. But you're right. He doesn't really start for them. So when the Thunder are fully healthy, they're bringing off the bench Cason Wallace, AJ Mitchell, Alex Caruso. What? What? AJ Mitchell now is starting, especially with Lou Dort out, and he's still consistently scoring, being a playmaker, also making defensive plays. Like another person that fits like a glove on this team. Very unfair. Like I've been saying all year that he's probably gonna win the Sixth Man of the Year. It's not looking like you're starting too many games, AJ. Go back on the bench. You're messing up. You're messing up my arm. Come on, relax. But I think you made a point of this, but the one thing I noticed in the second quarter, also in the third quarter, was how unselfish the Thunder were playing. Everybody was getting assists. Like if it was high low passes with the bigs, players cutting off Hardenstein. Shai, I think Shai had 11 assists, but
12.
like played well, like in control, looking for the ball. When they during fast breaks, like sometimes they wouldn't force stuff. They would try to find the best option for a bucket. A lot of times there are games we've watched when it's been like Shai has been overly aggressive, trying to create, and he's so good that he can, where he can get to the free throw line or he can score inside. And he played a very controlled, efficient game, like just all around. If you look at Shai's numbers, he's having another MVP season, and nobody's talking about it just because of what's going on this season. But he's been so good. I'm still I know why they lost against the Blazers, but I'm still surprised they lost so early. This team feels like they should be undefeated. Every time they see an opponent, like you see the different variations of how they can play, right? In terms of their size, their shooting, their defense, which is best in the league all around. Like it's just completely unfair. The Warriors side, early on in the season, we're like, hey man, the Warriors look kind of good. In terms of how they're playing, how they're utilizing Jimmy Butler, how they're not counting on Curry for everything when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, because Curry can have a quote unquote subpar Steph Curry game and we're still winning. They've taken some bad losses in the past couple of weeks.
Been hurt though. They've been hurt.
They've been hurt too. But I expected a better game just because, again, there's a reason why we picked this game, because we love you guys who follow this channel know how much we love and respect the Thunder team, and we also wanted to see how well the Warriors play against the reigning NBA champions, because that's the goal for the Warriors this year, is just try to win a championship. And throughout the start of the season, like Kuminga has been playing well, Jimmy Butler has been playing well, and some of the role players have been playing well. Didn't see any of that today. Today it was just a complete utter domination, and we're just like, well, we just gotta let's just sign on early and let's talk about the game, because it's just, what else can we say at this point when it comes to the Thunder?
Yeah. I mean, it was brutal. I mean, the Warriors, they get a lot of people with the split action, right? And with split action, you have to communicate. You have to be able to switch. You have to be able to talk. And you're playing a Thunder team that does it better than everybody else. So it's like the thing that you do best is made like the Thunder like live for this. Like this is what they do.
Yeah.
You know, they have the perimeter guards to do this. They have the foot speed on, their big guys have the foot speed. Chet and Isaiah can guard the rim and also play outside as well. So it's almost like the biggest strength the Warriors have doesn't really work against the Thunder, because they're not against other teams. Like against a slow-footed team that doesn't really communicate well, like the Warriors are going to eat. But if you have a team with Caruso and Kaysen and AJ and Dort and Shai, like it's just like who communicate and can switch. And like
Jalen Williams, who's injured too.
Yeah, we heard about Jalen. It's crazy. Like it's almost like you have to go to something else. I'm sure Kerr is probably gonna have some other things up his sleeve when they play again. I don't think every game between the Warriors and Thunder is gonna be this non-competitive, but it was very, very interesting to see just how much better the Thunder looked today. I was not expecting that. I was expecting the Thunder to win. The spread was like 8.5 or something like that. So I was expecting to be around there. One of those games where it's like close until the fourth, and then the Thunder pull away and win by like 9 or 10. That's what I was expecting. What I saw today is not what I was expecting, but it just shows like this Thunder team, man, defensively, again, like I can't say enough about just how they dominated this game defensively, getting turnovers, running. I mean, and they turned the ball over on the opposite end too. I got to give the Warriors credit, especially in the first quarter. They were turning the Thunder over and getting points that way. But once the Thunder kind of cut that faucet off, and they were turning the Warriors over, it was just ridiculous. I thought Chet was phenomenal.
It was jarring to watch. It was jarring.
Yeah, it was. And shout again. I can't say enough good things about Case and Wallace today. The defense he played on Steph Curry, and then just the communication of if he needed someone to switch on him, they would be the automatic switch, and nothing would get lost in the sauce. They would not get put in the blender. And it was just overall just a really good game from the Thunder. And then the Warriors too, when they had open threes, they just weren't hitting them. So it was just a nightmare for the Golden State Warriors. But I do think, in my opinion, the Warriors are still one of the better teams in the West. They have lost a few games in a row. Steph has been out. Jimmy's been out for a game. Dre was out. Like they have games where their stars have not played. However, 6-6 is not where you want to be if you're Golden State. Kind of have to turn on, get going a little bit here. 6-6. Win a few in a row, get yourself ahead in the standings so that you can actually fight for position in the playoffs. The Western Conference is no joke. Being 500 is not going to do it. But,
it's not going to get you in. But do you think that the Warriors, when it comes down to it, is just because of who their personnel are just have the mindset of let's just get in the playoffs because they're just so confident?
Yeah, I think that's part of it, but you can't just let's get in the playoffs in the Western Conference. You got to be like 15 games over 500.
So you're going to be in the play-in. You're going to be in the play-in. If you don't play around.
You got to turn up. Like you have to like actually win games in the West. This is not the East where like you could be 4 games below 500 and like, all right, we did it.
We're in there. We're cool.
So they got some work to do, but I'm not worried about the Warriors just yet. I think I'll get worried if like they're completely healthy and they're losing games. Like I said, the past few games, people have been missing, especially Steph. It's a big deal. It is. So I'm not going to judge them for that. But again, I was expecting a better performance from the Warriors. But that goes to show you just how good the Thunder are. So the game's wrapping up now. Let's wrap up now, Kwab. Listen, Dime After Dark, after Kings Nuggets today, we're going live. We're going to discuss Nico Harrison being fired, Kate Cunningham, MVP maybe, also Thunder, Warriors. We'll recap every game tonight, the Tuesday slate. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Knicks because that's what I'm going to do. We haven't talked about them in a long time in this channel. And they've won 5 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Knicks have won 5 in a row.
We're also going to talk about the Nets because they've lost again. So just, if you guys care. No, we're not going to. No.
Yeah, we're just talking NBA basketball. Join us. It's going to be a good time. Until then, you follow Dime everywhere at the Dime NBA. I'm Josh. He's Kwab. See you later. Peace.